आले
9A.
आलं की.
आले मॅडम आले.
चालेल चालेल.
हा हा Okay, in this PPT then we'll see vector properties, then Stokes and Gauss and Green's theorem. Okay. Then what is vectors? Vector is any quantity that has magnitude as well as direction. So if you have 2 points A and B, then vector between A and B is denoted by AB, and there is above a bar that is called vector AB bar. Then position vector is a vector of any points A with respect to the origin O, that is called position vector. If it starts with origin to a point A in the plane, and if we draw that OA, and that OA will be the position vector. And mod of A bar, AP or OA, from that origin to the point A, if we find modulus of that vector OA bar, it will be under root x square plus y square plus z square. And zero vector is a vector whose initial and final points are same. This is called zero vector if the initial and final points are same. So that what we get is x2 minus x1 I bar. So x2 minus x1, if both are same, then 0 I bar, 0 j bar and 0 k bar. So zero vectors are denoted by 0 bar, and they are also called as null vectors. Next is unit vectors. Unit vector is a vector whose magnitude is unity or 1. It is in the direction of given vector A bar and is denoted by A cap. That is called unit vector. Unit vector is denoted by A cap on the vector. And it is defined as, how it is defined? A cap is defined as A bar upon modulus of A bar. We know how to find modulus. If we have A bar, then A cap is defined as A bar upon modulus of A bar. Then equal vectors are those vectors which have the same magnitude and same direction regardless of the initial points. So initial points can be anywhere, but if they are having same magnitude and same direction, then they can say equal vectors. Next property, addition of vectors. Then the two vectors A bar and B bar, they can add, like A bar plus B bar is same as B bar plus A bar. So it is commutative. If we have three vectors, A bar, B bar, C bar, then A bar plus B bar plus C bar, that we can combine B bar and C bar and A bar outside. Then multiplication of vectors. How to multiply two vectors? So multiplication of vector with scalar. Suppose K is any scalar, then if we are finding modulus of K A bar, then we can take that mod K outside and it is just modulus of A bar into that. So mod K into mod A bar. Next is multiplication of a vector product with another vector product. So there are two types of product of vectors. First is called dot product and second is cross product. So dot product is A bar dot B bar, and it is defined as mod A bar into mod B bar into cos theta, where theta is the angle between these two vectors. Next is cross product. Cross product A bar cross B bar is defined as mod A bar into mod B bar sin theta into n cap. Now that n cap is unit vector perpendicular to both A bar and B bar. We know this terms. Magnitude of vector A bar is mod A bar. Magnitude of vector B bar is mod B bar. Theta is the angle between A bar and B bar. And of course it is in the plane 0 to pi, upper half plane. N cap is the unit vector perpendicular to both A bar and B bar. The result of A bar cross B bar is always a vector. Remember, dot product. In case of dot product, A bar dot B bar need not be a vector, it is a scalar term. But in case of A bar cross B bar, the cross product is always a vector. Okay, remember, cross product is 0 if the vectors are in the same direction or in the opposite direction. Then we can say the cross product is 0. So cross product is maximum if the angle between the two vectors is 90 degree. And it is minimum if the angle between the vectors is 270 degree. Okay, for example, if it is having I bar cross J bar, I and j, that is x and y axis, angle between them is 90 degree, then I bar cross j bar is think. Okay, next is some important laws of dot products. A dot, these are bar. If it is capital A and B, now consider them as A bar and B bar. A bar dot B bar is B bar dot A bar. This is the first rule. Dot product is commutative. Second, A bar dot B bar plus C bar. It is defined as A bar dot B bar plus A bar dot C bar. This is one term. B bar plus C bar. This is one term. It is dot with A. So it is A dot with B plus A dot with C. Next is K into A bar dot B bar is defined as, we can give that K to A bar. So it is K A bar dot B bar, or we can give that K to B bar also. So A bar dot KB. Next is dot product of same vectors is 1. I bar dot I bar, J bar dot J bar, K bar dot K bar. They are 1. And dot product of different vectors are 0. So I bar dot J bar, JK, KI, this is 0. Okay, now cross product rules are. So A bar cross B bar is same as minus of B bar cross A bar. A bar cross B bar plus C bar, it is same as this one. A bar cross B bar plus A bar cross C bar. Next is M into A bar cross B bar, that is it is A, not A, it is capital A. So MA cross B bar, or it is also can be written as A into A cross MB bar. Next is cross product of same vectors is 0, remember, as dot product of same vectors is 1, but cross product of same vectors is 0, and dot product of different vectors is 0, but cross product of different vectors, you have to think here. So I cross j will give you k, the next term in the sequence I j k. So I cross j is k, then j cross k, I j k, and after that it is I again. So j cross k is I, k cross I is j, and if I am writing opposite, that is j cross I, then it will be minus k. Remember this. Okay, these are some rules. Then if A is A1 I bar plus A2 J bar plus A3 K bar, and B is B1 I bar B2 J bar plus B3 K bar, then A cross B bar is defined as, there is I bar J bar K bar, then the component, first component, second component, third component, and similarly for B, B1, B2, B3, and this determinant is called A bar cross B bar. Next, derivative of a vector function. So derivative, definition of derivative is there. It is defined as limit delta x tends to 0, a of x plus delta x minus a of x upon delta x. If the above limit exists, we can say it is a derivative, right? So derivative of a dot b, dot product, it can be defined as a into db by dy. So first into derivative of second plus second into derivative of first, like similar as UV rule. So next is d by dz of a bar cross b bar. So it is defined as a bar cross db by dz, db bar by dz. So first into is in here is cross product. So a bar cross plus b first into derivative second, the second into derivative first, but that into is a cross product, remember. Okay, next is if A is unit vector perpendicular to given vectors, perpendicular to two given vectors A bar and B bar, and is given as unit, what is that? A unit vector perpendicular to two given vectors A bar. This is the unit vector perpendicular to A bar and B bar. Then it is given as A bar cross B bar upon mod of A bar cross B bar. This is unit vectors perpendicular to A bar and B bar. A bar cross B bar upon mod of A bar cross B bar. Okay, next very important, gradient, divergence and curl. So what is gradient is, if we have a scalar function a of xyz, this is a vector, remember, sorry, a of xyz, this is a scalar function, not vector, then the gradient of the scalar function, then the gradient is defined as gradient of a bar it is called del phi, and del operator is nothing but dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by z, right? So dou I into dou by dou x plus j bar into dou by dou y plus k bar into dou by dou z. This is called del function, right? And if you are finding del a, so it is a, suppose here it should be f, I'm sorry, it is not a. So del a bar is some suppose function of x, y, z, then it is dou f by dou x I bar plus dou f by dou y j bar plus dou f by dou z k bar. And if we see this gradient function, there is I bar, j bar, k bar, and that denotes what? This is a vector. So gradient of a scalar field is a vector field. Remember, gradient is basically defined as a vector of the same magnitude and direction as that of the maximum space rate of change of a bar. You have to just remember here is that the gradient of a scalar field is always a vector field. Next, divergence. Divergence is denoted as del dot a bar or divergence of a bar, and it is defined as if we see here in the definition, we cannot say I bar, j bar, k bar. So this is not a vector field. This is a scalar field. Divergence is a scalar field. Will not get a vector here, right? So divergence of a bar, it is denoted as dou by dou x of the first component, that is with I bar along x-axis, part along x-axis, ax. If second part along j bar is ay and part along k bar is az, then divergence del dot a bar is dou by dou x of ax plus dou by dou y of ay plus dou by dou z of az, right? Where ax, ay and az are the components of vectors a bar. Next, curl of a vector. Curl is defined as then del cross a bar. These notations are missing here. This is just del a, this is del dot a bar, and curl is del cross a bar. Remember, huh? Okay, then it is defined as ijk, dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z, and the components of vector a bar, ax, ay, az. Determinant of this, if we'll find, we know how to find determinant. First, I into cross multiply this two minus cross multiply this two. This term is here. Then if I writing plus j, remember, if I writing plus j here, then this term first and minus this term. If I writing minus j here, then this term, this into this minus this into this, plus k bar into dou by dou x of ay minus dou by dou y of ax. This is the definition of a curl. So curl is a vector function, as we are getting I bar, j bar, k bar in that. So if there is I bar, j bar, k bar, that is a vector function. So only the scalar function here is divergence. Gradient is also vector, curl is also vector, but divergence is a scalar function. Okay, this formula you need to remember. So del dot del a bar can be defined as del square a bar, and del square is again operator, as del is dou by dou x, dou by dou y. So del square is dou 2 by dou x square a bar plus dou 2 by dou y square a bar plus dou 2 by dou z square a bar. Del dot del, just remember, del dot del is a del square. Next is del cross del a bar. Del cross del of any vector is always 0. Very important. You'll get many of the examples. There will be a bar will be given and it will be asked to find del cross del of that vector, and you need not actually find it by the formula. We can say it is 0. Remember. Third, del dot del cross a bar. This is also 0. Okay, next is del cross a bar. If there are two cross products, this is also called a vector triple product. It is If 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, it is okay. I'll tell you whenever it is next. What is vector triple product? Then del cross a bar is del into del dot a bar minus, here it is minus del square a bar, correction, minus del square a bar. Next is, so del into del dot a bar, from the previous one we can obtain del into del dot a bar is then del cross a bar, here it is minus, so it will goes to that side, so that it will be plus del square of a bar. Next is del of a bar plus b bar, it is del a bar plus del b bar. Next is del cross, it is dot, now it is cross, del cross a bar plus b bar, that is del cross a bar plus del cross b bar. Next is del dot now a bar cross b bar, and this is a scalar triple product. It is defined as b bar dot del cross a bar minus a bar dot del cross b bar. These are identities, you need to remember them. Next is del cross a bar cross b bar is b dot del into a minus b del dot a minus a del into b plus a into del b. Okay, timely, you'll check them. Chalo, we'll move to the next slide. Directional derivative. So directional derivative is often written as, suppose v bar is a vector, then v bar dot del is called a directional derivative. So it is v bar is vx I bar vy j bar plus vz k bar. Then v bar dot del can be vx into dou by dou x plus vy into dou by dou y plus vz into dou by dou z. This is a directional derivative. Now here it is a scalar triple product. So scalar triple product of three vectors is defined as the dot product of one of the vectors with the cross product of the other two vectors, right? So thus the scalar triple product is defined as, can be also be denoted as a close bracket a comma b comma c, and it can be defined as a bar dot b bar cross c bar. What is a scalar triple product? Dot and cross combination. So two vectors are in cross product, and this is with dot product with remaining vectors. And it can also be like b bar dot c cross a bar or c bar dot a cross b bar. This is called scalar triple product. Next, vector triple product. So the vector triple product of any three vectors a bar, b bar, c bar is a bar cross b bar cross c bar. There is cross product of two and again a cross product of third. So a bar cross b bar cross c bar, it can be defined as b bar into a bar dot c bar minus c bar into a bar dot b bar. That is, there is one simple formula, 1 cross 2 cross 3 is 2 into 1, 2, 1, 3. This can be remembered as 1, 2, 3 is 2, 1, 3 minus 3, 1, 2. How is it? 1, 2, 3 is 2, 1, 3 minus 3, 1, 2. And last two are nothing but dot product. 1, 2, 3 is 2, 1, 3 minus 3, 1, 2. Okay, next. So what is the line integral is? If line integral always a single integration and a1, a2, a3 are functions of x, y, z respectively, then, and actually they are the component of a vector. So line integral can be defined as a1 dx plus a2 dy plus a3 dz, where a1, a2, a3 are what? Some vector a1 I bar plus a2 j bar plus a3 k bar. So it is line integral. The surface integral is then the double integration of g of x, y, z in dot ds. Okay, there are three important theorem next: Stokes theorem, Green's theorems, and Gauss theorem, divergence theorem. So what is a Stokes theorem is, we are not going to read everything here, we know that. So it is just a combination of single integration and double integration. Always remember, whenever there is a Stokes theorem, it is related to line integral and surface integral. Okay, so it is line integral, that is a bar dot b, a bar dot dr bar, and surface integral, in that del cross a bar n cap dot n cap, this is n cap ds. N cap ds can also be defined as ds bar. N cap ds, that is ds in the direction of n cap, that is ds bar. This is a vector. Remember Stokes theorem, integration a bar dot dr bar is double integration del cross a bar dot n cap ds. Next, Green's theorem. So what Green's theorem is, you have, I think, studied this as integration mdx plus ndy. This is a combination of line integral and surface integral, as like Stokes theorem. Okay, but Stokes theorem is this, line integral is del cross a bar n cap ds, and Green's theorem is again a combination of line integral and surface integral, but if it is mdx plus ndy, then it is dou n by dou x minus dou m by dou y, double integration of this with respect to dx and dy. So if we are talking in terms of m and n, and if we are talking in terms of f1 f2, so integration f2 dx plus f1 dy is equal to double integration f1, this f1 with respect to x and f2 with respect to y, subtract them and take double integration. You are noting down Stokes theorem, Green's theorem, and next is Gauss divergence theorem. So Gauss divergence theorem is a combination of surface integral and a volume integral. Remember, double and triple. So it is defined as triple integration del dot a dv bar, del dot a bar into dv bar is equal to a bar dot n cap ds. This is over surface integral a cap dot n cap ds. Note down just the triple integration del dot a bar is a vector, into dv bar is equal to integration, that is double surface integral a bar dot n cap ds. Okay, henceforth, if I write just an integration and I write v below that is volume integral. No need to write triple integral, just our integration, and below that if I write v, remember this is volume integral, that is triple integral. And if I write single integral and I write below s, then that is a double integral. And if I write single integration and below c, then this is a line integral. Okay, question. The surface integral double integration of bar dot n cap ds over the surface yes of the sphere x square plus y square plus z square equal to 9, where f bar is x plus y I bar plus x plus z j bar plus y plus z k bar, and n cap is the unit outward surface normal, yields gives you the answer, right? We have given some data, f bar, so we are writing s bar, this is given f bar, right? Then this is asked to find double integration of f bar dot n cap ds, right? But actually, what is n cap? N cap is the unit outward surface normal. So which vector? We don't know that. Right now we don't know. We just know it is a surface, it is a sphere, and over the surface of the sphere we have to find double integral. So there is some other way. We know some theorems where f bar dot n cap ds can be dealing with some other thing. So where it is? Here it is. F bar dot n cap ds. F bar is any vector. F bar dot n cap ds, double integration. It is asked to find, right? Integration, double integration f bar dot n cap ds. But we know that this is nothing but a volume integral del dot f bar. In case of f bar, it is del dot f bar dv. So we have to just find its divergence. Del dot f bar is divergence and volume integral, right? So by using divergence theorem, we know this. Double integration of is triple integration of del dot f bar dv, right? So we have f bar. We can easily find del dot f bar. So del dot f bar is del dot. There will be, if there is a dot product, I, j, k will be removed. So dou by dou x of first component plus dou by dou y of second plus dou by dou z of third component of the vector. So taking derivative with respect to x partially, 1, that is 0. With respect to y partially, so no term, 0. With respect to z, 1. So divergence of f bar is 2, right? And we know this theorem, we are writing this. So where V is the volume of the sphere. Sphere is given to us. Sphere is x square plus y square plus z square is 9. Right? So this is equal to triple integration of divergence of f bar is 2. So 2 into dv. Right? 2 will come outside. And triple integration dv, that is volume of the sphere. And we know what is the volume formula. Volume formula is 4 by 3 pi r cube in case of sphere. Volume of the sphere 4 by 3 pi r cube, right? So 2 as it is, integration dv, that is volume, is 4 by 3 pi r cube. R is what? R is the radius. What is radius of the sphere? This sphere is given. Sphere is always of the form x square plus y square plus z square equal to r square. So this is 3 square and that r is radius, right? And we are writing here r cube. So 3 cube, 27. And solving this, we'll get this answer. Next. Okay, this is open for you. Just tell me the answer. This is asked in GATE 2017 for 2 marks. Anyone can solve and tell me the answer. Del dot del cross V bar. Okay, if you need some hint, I'll take you back. Here is the hint. Chalo, join fast. Okay, anyone can tell me the answer? Can you tell me answer fast? What is the answer? Please unmute yourself and tell me the answer. Okay, it is asked del dot del cross V bar, right? But we know, I have shown you. Can you please tell me the answer? If done, this is the answer. What is the answer? 0. And this is just one line answer. We know this is the standard formula. Del dot del cross V bar is always 0 for any vector V bar. So V bar can be anything, but del dot del cross V bar is always 0. So the answer of the given thing is 0. Next question. The divergence of the vector. A vector is given to you, that is minus yi bar plus xj bar is. So what is the divergence? Divergence is nothing but del dot f bar. If we call this vector as f bar, then del dot f bar is defined as dou by dou x of the vector component along y bar, that is minus y, plus dou by dou y vector component along j bar, that is x, plus dou by dou z vector component along k bar, but k bar is not there, so vector component is 0. So it is just dou by dou x of minus y plus dou by dou y of x. And partial derivative of y with respect to x is 0 and partial derivative of x with respect to y is 0. So your answer is 0. Next, The divergence of the vector field V bar is x square I bar plus 2 I cube j bar plus z raised to 4 k bar at x is 1, y is 2, z is 3 is. Can you find and tell me the answer? The divergence means you have to find del dot of V bar. That is dou by dou x of first component. That is along I bar. That is what? 2x plus 6y square plus 4z cube at x is 1, 2 and 3. So can you tell me answer now? Put x is 1, y is 2 and z is 3 in that, you will get the answer. Once again, it is divergence of the vector field, that is del dot V bar. We have to find dou by dou x of first component. As divergence is a scalar field, I bar, j bar, k bar will not be there. So dou by dou x of x square, 2x plus 6y square plus 4z cube. This is del dot V bar. But it is asked to find at some particular point 1, 2, 3. X is 1, y is 2, z is 3. Can you tell me answer now? Kedar Jadhav, can you tell me answer? Let me unmute you. Kedar Jadhav, please answer. 120? Who is writing 120? Is it 120? Anyone? Just unmute yourself and tell me answer instead of writing. Okay, we'll see the answer. You want to say something? You want to tell me answer? Unmute yourself, Snehal. You have to unmute yourself so that I can hear you. Snehal, unmute and tell. What is answer, Snehal? Snehal? Okay, I'll show you the answer. It is 134. So derivative, divergence is 2x plus 6y square plus 4z cube. Up to this I have shown you. No, I have told you, but next divergence at this point that x is 1, y is 2 and z is 3. And if we solve them, we'll get it 134. So your answer is 134, not 120. Okay, next question. A point P, 1, 3 and minus 5 is translated by 2i bar plus 3j bar minus 4k bar and then rotated counterclockwise by 90 degree about the z axis. The new position of the point is, you have to find out the new position of that point. What is given? A point 1, 3 minus 5 is translated by, okay, next. A point 1, 3 minus 5, we call it as point P, right? Is translated by 2i bar plus 3j bar minus 4k bar. The new position then will be what? 1 plus 2, 3 plus 3, minus 5, minus 4. That is, the new position of the point is 3, 6 and minus 9. This is the translated point, right? Now that OP dash up to new point, from origin to new translated point. This point is, what is asked? Is translated by this. Okay, translated and we get a point and then again rotated counterclockwise by 90 degree. Okay, that thing is. Now this is, again we have to rotate it counterclockwise by 90 degree about the z axis, about the z axis. If I am rotating something about z axis, so z coordinate will not change, we know that, right? Z coordinate will be fixed. So let the new position be now, P double dash is xyz, say point xyz. And since P double dash has been obtained by rotating P dash about z axis, its z coordinate will not change as we are rotating about z axis. Therefore, P double dash point, suppose x coordinate is x, y is y and z coordinate will not change. That is z coordinate minus 9 will be as it is for that point, right? But the vectors 3i bar plus 6j bar, this point, the point translated. and the point rotated, that is xi bar plus yj bar, they must be orthogonal. Why? Because we have translated and after that we have rotated it by 90 degrees. So in between these two vectors there is a 90-degree angle. So 90-degree angle means they must be orthogonal, right? So 3i bar plus 6j bar and xi bar plus yj bar, they are orthogonal. Orthogonal means what? The dot product is 0, right? So 3i bar plus 6j bar dot xi bar plus yj bar is 0. That is what? Dot product we are writing I bar dot I bar 1. So 3x plus 6y is equal to 0, right? This is your equation and we have to go to the options. Options are minus 6, 3 and minus 9. Now we have to reverse check this. So this equation, in this equation, obtained equation, we substitute your answers, point in your answers, so that if you are getting the correct equation that is equal to 0, then only we are through. So substituting, try to substitute first point. So x is minus 6 and y is 3. If you put x is minus 6 and y is 3, this will satisfy. Minus 18 plus 18, it will be 0. And if we check for some other point, like minus 6 minus 3, x is minus 6 and y is minus 3, minus 18 minus 18, this will not be 0. Third point also 6, 3, 18 plus 18, and last point is again 6, 3, 18 plus 18, which will be not 0. So only the point which satisfies this equation is first. Only this point satisfies the equation, so that your first answer is correct. So that the new position of the point is minus 6, 3 and minus 9. Next question. The value of the line integral f bar dot r bar ds. Where? Do you know this? What is r bar ds? What is r bar ds? Vector. It is a vector r bar dot, r bar ds. This can also be written as dr bar. Okay, where c is a circle of radius 4 by root pi unit is its answer. Okay, here f bar is given to you. F bar is yi bar plus 2x j bar, and r bar is the unit tangent vector on the curve C at an arc length s from a reference point on the curve. I bar and j bar are the basis vectors in the xy Cartesian reference. In evaluating the line integral, the curve has to be traversed in the counterclockwise direction. Okay, these things are given to you and you are asked to find out the value of the line integral f bar dot r bar ds or f bar dot dr bar, and we don't have the actual information of limit of the integrations here. So what we do here is, we know r dr bar is r bar dot ds, so integration f bar dot dr bar is, we know we are writing f bar, we are writing dr bar, so it is y dx plus 2x dy integration, right? So integration yi bar plus 2x j bar dot dr bar, that is finally after solving this, but we know we don't have the limit of integration, that's why we have to convert it into whatever we know or whatever we can solve. And we know in Green's theorem we have seen a relation of single integration and double integration, right? So what is that? Integration m dx, so this is this can also be written as dr bar is dx I bar plus dy j bar plus dz k bar, right? So taking the dot product, we get y dx plus 2x dy, right? That's what Green's theorem. After applying Green's theorem, single integration is integration, below that it is a, means it is a double integration, right? So double integration m dx plus n dy is dou n is 2x, dou n by dou x minus dou m by dou y into dx dy. This is the Green's theorem formula, and solving this we get 2 minus 1, that is 1. So a double integration dx dy, that is area, but area what? We have given this is a, where c is the, where it is, where c is the circle of radius 4 by root pi units, right? So area, this is nothing but, we know this, double integration is area. So area of the circle of radius 4 by root pi units. That is pi, not x. So it is what? Area of the circle is pi r square. So it is pi into 4 by root pi bracket square. Root pi square is pi get cancelled. So 4 square, that is 16. So your answer is 16. Most of the time what happens is we cannot apply line integral or double integral or volume integral, so that there are these theorems, so that we can convert it somewhere, we can solve it. So next question, the line integral of the vector field f bar is given to you along a path from 0, 0, 0 to 1, 1, 1, parameterized by t square t is. Can you solve this? Line integral. So we have to find what? Integration f bar dot dr bar along the path. Path is given to you, right? From xyz 0, 0 to 1, 1, 1. So t will vary from. Can you tell me? T will vary from here. Just unmute and tell me the answer. As we are going from 0, 0, 0 to 1, 1, 1, and it is parameterized by t square, x is t, y is t square, and z is t. So what is that? T is varying from. T is varying from. Okay, this is phi x z I bar. This is f bar is given to you. So line integral f bar dot dr bar, that is x is t, z is t. So it is phi t square. Next this is 3x square 2y. We are writing everything in t, and then this is into dy. Phi x z dx is x is t. So dx is dt. Next is 3x square plus 2y. In case of t, in place of t, xy, we are writing t, and into dy, and dy is what? Y is t square. So 2t dt and t cube dt. And integration, t is varying from 0 to 1. As we know, t is nothing but x, and x is varying from 0 to 1. So t is varying from 0 to 1. So your answer is 4.41. Next question. The region specified by rho phi z 3 is less than or equal to rho is less than or equal to 5. Rho is lies in 3 to 5. Phi is lies in pi by 8 to pi by 4, and z is lying in 3 to 4.5. Then the cylindrical coordinate has volume of. In cylindrical coordinate has a volume of. Its volume is asked. Okay, these are the limits, and we know volume. If we convert it into cylindrical coordinate, we know dv is rho d phi dz, right? So where triple integration, volume is triple integration, dv is rho d phi and dz, right? Then integrating, we get rho square by 2 into, these are, we can find integration separately. So rho square by 2, but rho is varying from 3 to 5. So 3 to 5 into integration d phi is pi. Phi is from pi by 8 to pi by 4 into dz, that is z. Z is from 3 to 4.5. And writing upper lower limits, we'll get the answer 4.71. Okay, this question. Suppose C is the closed curve defined as the circle x square plus y square equal to 1 with C oriented anti-clockwise. The value of the line integral xy square dx plus x square y dy over the curve C equals. Chalo, it is again line integral is asked, and I think there is no data where your C curve varying from or length upper lower limits. So you have to use theorem. Which theorem you think, and tell me the answer. Take some time, tell me the answer. Okay, can you tell me which theorem we'll use? we have a circle there and we can find area of the circle easily. Okay, this is the hint. We can find area of the circle. So we have to convert it into double integral. And single integration and double integration relation is in which theorem? You have to unmute yourself to talk. Okay, I'll show you answer. It is a Green's theorem. Integration mdx plus ndy is equal to double integration dou by dou x of x square y minus dou by dou y of xy square with respect to x and y. So it is what? Dou by dou x, it is dou. Dou by dou x, that is 2xy minus dou by dou y, 2xy, 2xy minus 2xy, 0. So no need to find anything. Answer is 0. And this is for 2 marks. You can easily find by Green's theorem. Okay, next question. If the vectors E1 bar is 102, E2 bar is 010, E3 bar is minus 201, form an orthogonal basis of the three-dimensional real space R3, then the vector U bar 4, 3, minus 3 can be expressed as E1 bar. It is given to you 102. E2 010. These are E1, E2, E3. So that is nothing but I bar plus 2k bar. This is j bar and this is minus 2i plus k bar. And u is given to you a vector 4, 3, minus 3, that is 4i bar plus 3j bar minus 3k bar. Okay, then let us consider. Okay, this is what we have to consider here is we are going, actually we are applying the reverse idea here. So we have to check for any of the option. So here I'm checking directly option D, and the option D is minus 2 by 5 into E1. E1 is I bar plus 2k bar. So minus 2 by 5 into plus, okay, 3 into E2 bar, 3 into j bar, minus 11 by 5 into E3 bar. So after solving this, I'll be getting 4i bar plus 3j bar minus 3k bar. This is what? This is your u bar. So it should match. Whatever we are solving, it should match to your u bar, right? So if it is matching, only the fourth option is matching in this case. So a correct option is fourth one. You can check at home. I'll send you PPT. We are facing lot of problem due to network. Okay, we'll start. Okay, we were at this question. We start from this next. We'll go to the next question. I hope you understand. This is network problem. I cannot do anything. Okay, next question. The value of integration of the integration 3x minus 8y square dx plus 4y minus 6xy dy, where C is the region bounded by x is 0, y is 0, and x plus y is equal to 1 is. Okay, here is the question. Start solving this question and tell me the answer. Till then, some people can join. Just solve the question. Those who are present here, just solve it. Region is bounded by x is 0, y is 0, and x plus y is equal to 1. Now we can find out limits. A region is given to you where we can find out the limits. So just think on that. Okay, I'll show you answer in between. The limits can be x is 0. This is the line y-axis. This is x is 0. This line is y is 0. And this line is x plus y is equal to 1. Right? So, to decide the limits, what we do is we draw a strip either parallel to x or parallel to y, and we'll get the limits. Right? To find the limits, we can do that. But by Green's theorem, if we want to solve by Green's theorem, we know that the single integration m dx plus n dy is double integration dou n by dou x minus dou m by dou y dx dy. What is that? For that double integration, we need the limits of integration. So a lower end of the strip is here, which is nothing but x is equal to 0. Upper end is on this line, that is x is equal to 1 minus y. So x is 0, x is 1 minus y. And rotating the strip, we get lower limit is on this line is y is 0, and upper limit here it is y is 1. So upper limit is y is 1. So integration y is 0, y is 1, x is 0, x is 1 minus y, and into dou n by dou x. N is this with respect to derivative with respect to x, that is minus 6y, minus dou m by dou y, derivative with respect to y, minus 16y dx dy. This is 16 minus 6, 10 y dx dy. And these are variables, these are y variables, so these are limits of x. So we have to first integrate with respect to x. 10 and y, both are constant. And integration dx is x from 0 to 1 minus y. So it is 10y into upper limit 1 minus y minus 0, 1 minus y. Okay. So y into 1 minus y dy. Integration from 0 to 1 with respect to y. Y square by 2 minus y cube by 3. From 0 to 1. So after solving, we get 5 by 3, that is 1.66. Your answer. Next is a scalar function in the xy plane is given by phi of xy is equal to x square plus y square. If I bar and j bar are unit vectors in the x and y directions, the direction of maximum increase in the value of phi at 1, 1 is along where it increases max. So we have to find that. We have given a scalar function phi of xy, that is x square plus y square. I bar and j bar are the unit vectors, and we know direction of maximum increase. What is that? Is always a del phi. Maximum direction of increment is always del phi, and it is asked at point 1, 1. So we have to just find del phi. Del phi is nothing but dou by dou x I bar plus dou by dou y j bar, and we don't have z is 0 here as it is xy plane, so we don't have any other thing, any other variable z. So it is just 2x I bar plus 2y j bar. It is at point 1, 1, so it is 2 I bar plus 2 j bar. So the correct answer is B, 2 I bar plus 2 j bar. Always remember, maximum direction is always in the direction of del phi. So you have to just find del phi. If some particular point is given, put that into that del phi. Okay, next is the magnitude of the directional derivative of the function f of xy is x square plus 3y square. Then a direction normal to the circle x square plus y square equal to 2 at the point 1, 1 is the magnitude of the directional derivative of the function. One function is given to you and it is normal to the circle at point 1, 1 is. So function is given x square plus 3y square, and we have given a circle In the direction, if you have to find something, we have to call it as a phi function. So phi, let phi is x square plus y square minus 2 and point P is 1, 1. And normal to the surface phi, we know always it is del phi. A surface which is normal to phi is del phi, right? So we have to find del phi here. Del phi is dou phi by dou x I bar, dou phi by dou y j bar. That is 2x I bar plus 2y j bar. And this is normal to the surface at a point. It is asked direction normal to the surface at the point 1, 1. So we have find directional normal, that is del phi. Now at point 1, 1, that is 2i bar plus 2j bar, right? And whatever we have find here, we'll call it as a bar. Okay. And then the magnitude of directional derivative of f. So what is the directional derivative? How we define directional derivative is whatever is the vector given in the direction of some vector, we have find out that from the scalar we have converted into normal, that is del of phi, and then at the point what we got is a vector and we are calling it a bar now, right? And then directional derivative of the vector f along a bar is defined as del f dot a cap. Always remember the magnitude of directional derivative of vector f bar is del f bar dot a cap. In the direction of a bar, it is dot a cap, right? So del f we need to find first, and a cap also we need to find. This is a bar, this is not a cap. So del f is dou f by dou x I bar, dou f by dou y j bar from the given f bar. Here it is f bar. We are finding dou f by dou x, that is del f. Del f is 2x I bar plus 6y j bar. Next is del f at point 1, 1. At the point 1, 1. This everything is at point 1, 1, right? So del f at point 1, 1, 2i bar plus 6j bar. Okay. Then a cap we need to find, and we know the formula for a cap. It is a bar upon modulus of a bar. For that we need modulus of a bar. A bar is here. A bar is 2i bar plus 2j bar. Its modulus is square root of 2 plus 2 square plus 2 square, that is 4 plus 4, that is 2 root 2. So a cap is defined as a bar upon modulus of a bar. So 2i bar plus 2j bar upon 2 root 2. 2 get cancelled, common and cancelled. So remainder is I plus j upon root 2 is a cap. Therefore, by the definition, del f at the point 1, 1, del f dot a cap. This is your a cap, I plus j by root 2. And the dot product of these two is 2 into 1 by root 2. That is 2 by root 2 plus 6 into 1 by root 2. That is 6 by root 2. And that is 8 by root 2. And if we take root 2, this can be written as 4 root 2. Your answer can be 4 root 2. This is 4 into 2, right? 2 can be written as root 2 into root 2 again, and 1 root 2 get cancelled. So your answer will be 4 root 2. So your correct option is option A. Always remember, if it is asked directional derivative, we have to find del f at that point, whatever given. And in a directional normal, or if it is something like directly a vector is given to you, just find out a cap and write del f dot a cap. But as it is a scalar given, we have to find its vector, but it is normal set. So whatever phi, we have to find del phi if it is normal, right? And at the point we are finding, so del f dot a cap, finally we'll get 4 root 2. Okay, we'll take one more question and we'll stop. This is the last question. Remaining thing, we'll take it in next lecture. The surface integral, double integration 1 by pi 9xi minus 3yj dot n cap ds over the sphere given is. Can you give me hint faster? As it is double integration, n dot n cap ds. This is ds bar. It can call it as ds bar. This is f bar dot n cap ds is given to you, double integration, and a sphere is given to you. We know volume of sphere, so we have to connect double integration with triple integration by using Gauss divergence theorem. We know integration, surface integral, double integral f bar dot n cap ds is triple integration del dot f bar dv, right? So we have f bar, consider this as f bar, 9x I bar minus 3y j bar. So we find del dot f, divergence of f. So it is 9 minus 3, that is 6. And then double integration, what do we need is this integral, we are writing it here, dot n cap ds. 1 by pi is constant outside, and double integration this dot n cap ds is nothing but triple integration, volume integration of del dot f bar dv. But del dot f bar is 6, so 6 dv. 6 will come outside upon pi, and this is volume of a sphere. This is region is a sphere. The volume of the sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. So 6 by pi as it is, 4 by 3 pi, r is here 3, so r cube, 3 cube, and solving will get the answer 216. Okay, here I will stop and will come back to you to take your snapshots. So here we stop today, and from this question we'll continue in the next lecture. Okay, any doubt, any question? You can ask me now. You can unmute and talk to me. If you want to say something, please go ahead. Please say something.